Most people have heard of Portofino. It's the go-to image of the Italian Riviera, where the wealthy gather, enormous yachts line the harbor, and glasses are filled with champagne. But if you stick to the Piazzetta, you are missing out on what gives this place its true character. Today, we are skipping the designer stores. Instead, we'll walk along old stone trails, take a plunge into crystal-clear waters, and visit a quiet monastery far from the noise of modern life. From ancient fortresses overlooking the sea to hidden underwater gems, here are 7 things in Portofino you should experience, proof there's more to this iconic town than its flashy side. Welcome to 10 Minutes Travel. We're taking you through some of the world's most amazing spots in under 10 minutes. Wanna add epic places to your bucket list? Smash that subscribe button, give us a like, and share this channel so your friends can join in on the fun. We begin by looking down on the world from Castello Brown. Perched high over the turquoise waters, this fortress redefined what casual luxury could mean. But it wasn't always a place for postcards. Built in the 15th century, it begins as rugged Genoese military stronghold designed for one purpose: repelling pirate invasions. For hundreds of years, it stood firm against siege until 1867, when Montague Yachts, a British council, saw its potential and transformed it into a romantic villa. As you wind up the Salita San Giorgio Trail, the air turns sweet with the scent of the Mediterranean. Inside, the history is palpable. You'll see neo-Gothic tiled staircases and the iconic Dolce Vita room filled with photos of Hollywood legends like Walt Disney and Winston Churchill. But the real showstopper is the terrace. Framed by 2 towering maritime pines, it offers a helicopter view of the pastel harbor below. It's the prized treasure of the Gulf, and no trip is complete without it. If the castle is the jewel, the Faro di Portofino is a bold punctuation mark at the very tip of the peninsula. To visit this working lighthouse, you follow the stone trail past the castle, twisting through fragrant Mediterranean shrubs and cool-shaded lemon groves. Since 1917, this 12-meter-tall white tower has stood guard, guiding ships safely into the Gulf of Tigolio. The stroll from the harbor takes about 20 minutes, and it's an easy, meditative walk. But the best part, at the very edge of the promontory, you'll find the Alfaro Lounge Bar. Imagine sitting there with a cool Portofino spritz literally suspended between the sea and the sky. Up here, the horizon stretches forever, and the rugged, unmatched beauty of the cliffs stands in a sharp contrast to the polished elegance of the village below. It's the raw side of the Dolce Vita. Now, let's talk about what lies beneath. Portofino isn't just beautiful on land. It's a protected wonderland underwater. The area Marina Protetta, Marina Protected Area, covers the waters around the promontory, including the secluded Bay of San Fruttuoso. This area is a Romanesque treasure caught in a time warp. Because cars cannot access this part of the coast, the ecosystem has remained pristine. To see it, you have to arrive by a boat or hike the rough, rewarding trails of the Portofino promontory. Originally established by Greek monks, this area eventually becomes a base for the noble Doria family. You'll see their 13th century tombs inside the cool, arched cloisters of the abbey nearby. But for nature lovers, the real draw is the emerald water. Whether you're snorkeling near the surface or diving deep, this marine park is a peaceful treat far from the bustling Riviera streets. Back in the village, sitting high above the busy harbor, is the Church of San Martino. This is Portofino's spiritual heart. Built in the 12th century, its yellow and gray striped front is a classic example of Ligurian architecture. However, don't let the exterior fool you. Inside, you will encounter a surprising explosion of Baroque opulence. We're talking glided altars, intricate stuccos, and dramatic religious paintings that look like they belong in a royal palace. The church is most famous for holding the relics of Saint George, the patron saint of Portofino. Legend says sailors returning from the Crusades brought this relic home as a gift to the village. Outside, the churchyard acts as a quiet balcony. It's the ideal place to watch the sunset as the pastel houses begin to glow and reflect in the water below. It's a moment of sacred history mixed with stunning vistas. 17 meters below the surface of San Fruttuoso Bay lies the Christ of the Abyss. This is one of the world's most iconic underwater monuments. Standing 2.5 meters tall, with arms wide open in a gesture of peace, this bronze figure has watched over the bay since 1954. It was placed there by legendary diver Giulio Marcante to honor those who lost their lives at sea, specifically at the spot where his friend Dario Gonzate perished in a diving accident. The statue has since become a global pilgrimage site. On sunny days, you can actually spot the glowing outline of the Cristo degli Abyss from the surface of a boat. But the real experience comes from diving down to see its coral-covered face up close. Every year in late August, a moving ceremony takes place here, including underwater procession and a blessing of the waters. It's a powerful reminder of the bond between humanity and the deep Mediterranean. For our penultimate spot, we are heading to a place that feels like a secret. Nestled in a small green inlet between Santa Margherita and Portofino is Baia Cannone. This is the definition of a hidden gem. Most tourists drive right past it in their rush to the main harbor, but if you look for a steep stone staircase tucked along the coastal road, you'll descend into a cinematic paradise. Dark, rugged rocks meet water that shifts from turquoise to a rich, deep malachite green. Towering above the bay are pastel-colored villas perched so precariously on the cliffs they seem to be part of the rock itself. Hollywood stars have stayed in these villas for decades, drawn by the total privacy. Snorkelers love it here because the underwater boulders are teeming with life. It's raw, it's striking, and it looks exactly like a scene from an old Italian movie. Finally, we reach our number one spot, the Abbazia San Fruttuoso. This is the ultimate Portofino escape. Hidden in a quiet bay, the 10th century Benedictine monastery feels completely untouched by time. What makes it truly special is the isolation. There are no roads. You reach it by a scenic boat ride or a challenging, fragrant hike through the pines. The design is a stunning mix of Byzantine and Gothic elements, with a medieval tower rising over a tiny, crystal-clear pebble beach. You can wander through the historic museum, see the Doria family tombs, or simply grab a towel and swim in the emerald waters while looking up at 1,000 years of history. It's the perfect retreat from the modern world. Portofino is more than just a yacht. It's a place of history, quiet corners, and wild beauty. Whether you're at the lighthouse or the abbey, I hope this guide helps you to find the real Riviera. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments which of these 7 spots would you visit first. Until next time, ciao!